What is up, everybody? First TV here today, and it seems like the Game Pass police has arrived again. They care so much about how people spend their money that they worked hard for. If they want to just buy the game outright, if they don't wait for Game Pass, the Game Pass police are reporting in apparently. And this time, it is a YouTuber who has this comment. Okay, so it originally started with someone stating that I am waiting for the Xbox Game Pass drop before I play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So his decision, right, to wait for this game to drop in Game Pass because it's most likely going to happen. You know, a gamer can do what they want to. You would think so, right? But people say otherwise. Then somebody follow up saying, I think I'm going to do that for every Call of Duty from now on. It's a series I don't think we should be paying for anymore, just like some sports games. All those should be on services for free. Yeah, so this guy is not too happy with these games being rushed out. It's pretty much the sentiment he's getting ready, like that's why you compare it with sports games. So thus is just their discourse, their thoughts about this. But the Game Pass police has to chime in. It's a series I don't think we should be paying for anymore. What? Microsoft spent $68 billion for Activision Blizzard King. The ink on the deal is barely dry, and dudes already feel like they shouldn't have to pay for Call of Duty anymore. This is my problem with Game Pass, this mentality. Oh man, somebody's triggered and butthurt or how somebody wants to spend their money. Sir, this is a Game Pass free lane. I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm gonna need to see your gamer tag and your social media handle. You're breaking a violation here, sir. Officer, what violation am I breaking? You want to save money, the money that you earn. You want to save money. That is a problem here. There's no Game Pass allowed in this vicinity, sir. That's literally what they sound like. They're literally like people on the internet just who assigned themselves this position of being a Game Pass police want to dictate how somebody can use their money. This is just bizarreness. Once again, Game Pass is pretty much a rental service. I have never seen this much outrage over a Blockbuster video, a Redbox, a Hollywood video, whatever GameFly, whatever rental service you want to use. I have never seen this much outrage how somebody wants to not buy the actual game and just rent it. Like, really? Game Pass is really just, I don't know what it is. Xbox in general just really gets under people's skin. They just do the most ridiculous stuff. Like, who cares how somebody wants to experience this? At first I thought the worst thing could be piracy for video games, but no, apparently using Game Pass is worse than piracy to these people. Like, at least with Game Pass you're supporting the industry, but with piracy you just don't. But according to these guys, the Game Pass police, they have to chime in and correct on how you play your video games. Just ridiculous. But let's see what people gotta say about this. Game Pass isn't the problem. People have every right to wait it out if they want to. Yeah, as a consumer, it's like, how dare the consumers have options? You must only buy video games for full price because I buy video games for full price, so you must do what I do. Is their type of mentality at this point. They already paid for the subscription, and Call of Duty is a full price game. Monetize out the ass if it were free to play. I've been saying this about Call of Duty since 2016/2017. The franchise is far too inconsistent to be spending $70 for, especially if you buy it annually. 2019 Call of Duty and up are the prime example of this. Game Pass is saving me $70 on Call of Duty that can instead go to better games. I don't see a problem with that. It's your money. You're a consumer. You have options. I don't know why these guys want to dictate it so badly, what you can do with your options. I agree with that mentality. I think it's convenient to have Call of Duty on Game Pass because it's expensive. If you want to pay for it every year, that's fine. But I would take advantage of this, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that if you want to wait for Game Pass. It's your prerogative. If a game gets a forefront for its campaign, but people want to play it, then yes, people should want to play it on Game Pass. Game Pass opens the door for people to play something and then still buy it because they wouldn't have bought it before Game Pass. If they're already playing it, why would they buy it? Because it can be cheaper. Like, what is he talking about? You just can't rent something Oh, why do people buy physical movies now? They saw the movie in the theater. Like, this is dumb logic. I was like literally saying, hey, I saw this big movie in the theaters. Why would I buy the physical version of the movie since I've seen it already? That's okay. The same logic with video games. You played it on Game Pass, you might buy it later. It's not hard. It's not that hard of a concept. I haven't wanted to spend money on Call of Duty since 2011, and that was years before Game Pass. Even myself, like I'm in the same boat. I haven't wanted to spend Call of Duty since like probably that same time period. Like the last Call of Duty I really played was like the original Black Ops 1. So probably the same time period. And I was like, if it's gonna Game Pass, hey, I play the games on Game Pass then. So he's literally arguing, he's literally angry that people who weren't gonna spend money on Call of Duty before anyway are gonna wait for the game to go into the service. I was like, what are you mad about? Game Pass is paying the bills for Xbox, but also killing the quality of their software. Yes, because the quality is definitely being killed. They just won a Publisher of the Year the year before the previous year. But, you know, they're just killing the brand, apparently, the quality of their games. And so is that the reason why PlayStation is being so heavily affected? Because of Game Pass? Like, why are they only releasing one big first-party game this year? I guess that's the reason. Xbox is affecting PlayStation too. Those damn Game Pass users and their affordable options. Except it currently isn't one. This dude really got a bug up about his. He got really got a bug up his behind about Game Pass for whatever reason. Now you're saying Game Pass isn't affordable? Okay. Please explain how they're not paying for Call of Duty. They are paying the fee for the subscription that the copyright holder requires to play the game. Game Pass fees don't go directly to the developer of the Call of Duty. I wonder if this guy's so passionate about Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Kindle, all these other subscription services you have. Does he care that much, or is just Game Pass the one that rubs him the wrong way? Because that's definitely hypocritical. If he cares about Game Pass but doesn't care about the rest of those services, and I'm pretty sure he probably has a lot of those services I just named, but you know, Game Pass is the big evil bad guy because you get to save money on video games. It's just like, wow. Yeah, but the difference is the likes of me will never buy any other Call of Duty in my lifetime anymore. It's just not like it used to be, but if it's on Game Pass, I'll definitely give it a go. I say there's a million more like that. Yeah, I'm an example of that. I don't care about buying Call of Duty, but if it's on Game Pass, I would probably try it out. It's not that hard of a concept. But apparently we're just ruining the industry because we don't want to buy this game and we'd rather play it on Game Pass. It's like, how dare we? Must really hate GameFly as well. Then he replies, GameFly hardly had the impact of Game Pass. Okay. It's a fake problem. Your real problem is the success of Game Pass, and it's on Xbox, as I don't see you here complaining about Amazon, Epic, GOG, and Steam giving away free games, 100% free. Exactly. These games, like, legit give you the games for free, but he doesn't have a problem with that. But it's only Xbox, which is the problem. I assure you, we still buy games, and there's nobody... and if nobody, there's nobody who would pass on a good deal. How is it any different than waiting for a game to go on sale? There is no difference. Clearly, if you wait for a game to go on sale, or whether you get it on Game Pass, you're still saving money, and the company's still getting supported regardless. So I was like, oh, why do they care so much? The world may never know. That's one of the great mysteries on why people care so much on how other people spend their money, specifically on Game Pass. Personally, if I want a game, I'm going to buy that game. I won't wait until it drops on Game Pass PS Plus. That's the majority of people. If you really want to play the game, you're going to buy it day one. You're going to buy it when it releases, with full price or not. If you don't really care that much for the game, you probably wait for it to go on Game Pass. Or if you got the privilege of getting a first party bang like Starfield, you can get that amazing game day one on Game Pass. So, you know what options are good here, people. I don't know how we turn into a gaming community where options are being shunned upon. Having more options is bad now, but I think it's just jealousy towards Game Pass and jealousy towards the Xbox entity in general. So I'm not paying for it because I'm done with Call of Duty. Bad take alert. You cry way too much. No crap is going to a service they're sub to. If they're patient, they won't have to pay a $7 purchase for one item. This mentality has nothing to do with the deal or Game Pass. The comparison of sports games clearly shows he means these new entries didn't change enough to be made as a full-fledged game and could just be patches and updates to what's already there. Yeah, I agree. Like, especially for those real hardcore sports fans who buy the games really, like you're pretty much just playing for roster updates. Like there's no like real major changes happening with those games. So it's like if you can get those games in, I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people who can get those Maddens or NBA 2Ks or FIFAs into a Game Pass like service, they're probably just scraps the service instead of buying the games for $7 each year. So, but according to this guy, options is bad. Then this clown says Xbox are poor. You're poor for wanting to save money. What a dummy. Oh man. You seem mad for no reason. Like you wake up and just find some fake outrage to make yourself mad. And apparently every single post he makes about Xbox or Game Pass is just negative. Stay in the stable with the other ponies. So you gotta expose Sony fanboy right here. Bro, there's so like Xbox. It's just like it just rubs people the wrong way for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, what Phil did to these guys, but Phil really just pisses these guys off. Him and his services, his games in general, just makes him so angry. It's the same defense as $7 games. If the market doesn't reciprocate what they want on Game Pass, then the market will stop consuming Game Pass. Right now, Game Pass is available to consumers. If you don't like it, don't subscribe, but yet don't support the first-party titles on it. Okay. But this mentality in this case is 100% correct. Any game that released annually should absolutely be free to play or in a service, especially if the real money maker is the microtransactions. A full $70 release every effing year is dumb. This coming from someone who buys 2K and Call of Duty every year. Okay. So somebody who buys these games every year wants these games to be in a service. And so now that the games are in a service, this guy is angry about it. Make it make sense. This is the problem with fanboys, the fake outrage about Game Pass. The real reason that this person has a problem with Game Pass is because it's a huge success and it's on Xbox. The same person never complains about the free games from Amazon, Epic, GOG, or Steam, just a paid service. Okay. I think I read that one already. And this is why Xbox needs PlayStation. What? I mean, I don't get the context here, but I do agree that all three of these companies need the other ones to be around, but I don't get the context, but okay. But yeah, I'm going to conclude it right here. It's just so funny that whenever you talk about saving money or playing a game on Game Pass, the Game Pass police would show up almost instantly. They give you a citation saying, hey, this is how you should buy video games, apparently. But I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.